Okay, we're on. Let's do this. Hello, everybody. Hi. Welcome to episode 4? 4, right? 4 of Night Witches. We are currently in the middle of Duty Station 2, and we're having a good time. I apologize for last week. One of our players had family things to take care of, but we're back, and we're back to our regular scheduled warfare. For those who don't know, if you're just randomly tuning in, Night Witches is a game about the women of the 588th Soviet Night Bomber Regiment. It was an entirely all-female regiment by the Soviets, and they did night bombing raid missions against the German lines throughout the entire war. It's pretty awesome. This game encompasses their heroics, their heroism, their sacrifice, and all of the bad shit that goes along with being a woman in World War II in Soviet Russia. So, hopefully, I don't offend anybody with our portrayal of our game. It's a lot of fun. It's one of the best games, in my opinion, that's out right now. And it's super easy to learn. And to be honest with you, as a GM, it's a really good game if you're interested in GMing something for the first time. But we'll talk about that later. In the meantime, let's go around and see how everybody's doing today. Nick, how are you?
I'll live. I have been working on a huge lack of sleep for the very last few days, so this is the only thing I have bothered to stay awake for out of obligation. So hopefully this will not be incredibly tepid on my behalf. Hey!
Yeah.
Glowing review.
So there you go. All you need to know about this game is, according to Nick, I'm going to put that as a quote somewhere, paraphrased, it's worth not sleeping through.
Yes. It's worth not sleeping through. Bought whole seat, only used maybe half or so. Not in the edge. But was good.
Yeah. Fantastic.
If you
Mike,
say so.
No, I mean, that's all I can hope for as a GM, right, with you. Mike.
Oh!
Oh!
Ouch.
Hey, Henley.
Oh, hey.
Thank you for the host, my friend.
Hey.
Mike, how are you, my friend? It's been a long time. I haven't seen you.
I'm doing pretty good. I don't know. Just doing the thing where I show up and play games.
Yeah.
It's about all I've been doing, really. I mean,
yeah.
I don't live a very interesting life right now.
I've seen you playing some World of Tanks.
I have been. I'm like supremely addicted to that game. I have been since we played last 2 weeks ago, or a week and a half ago. I'm super into it, and I will slowly convince all of my friends to play it, at least for a little bit, and then they'll get annoyed with the grind and leave. But I will have them for a little bit of time.
I'll get my referral bonuses. Fucking.
Yeah, man.
Get my gold tank.
I love that fucking.
Did you ever play Heroes and Generals?
I don't think I did.
You heard of it?
I've heard of it. I don't think I've played it.
Okay. That's fair.
Today I got accused of being a cheater in World of Tanks.
Nice! That's the best, right?
That was great. And then I also got called a gold spamming scum, and they thought I was using pay to win ammunition, and I wasn't. And I told them to go look at the replay, and I felt very proud of myself.
Look at the
I
was like,
check
look at
the
the
scoreboard.
Look at the replay. I don't even have gold.
Look at my KD. Are you serious?
Oh
I
boy.
was very angry, but it was fun.
Oh, that's good. And last but not least, APGamingREAL. Arthur,
Yeah.
how are you?
I'm pretty good.
Yeah.
I'm feeling a bit shadowed on half my face as normal. You know?
I really like the noir-ish lighting that you have set up here. It's very nice. It's a good touch.
You have a very Force Awakens Kylo Ren face lighting
exactly.
right now.
Oh, thanks.
Exactly.
Very much. Kylo Ren is my spirit animal, for real.
Makes sense. Are you shredded?
I heard.
feel like sometimes I'm just being seduced by the light, and I just have to stay in the darkness.
Mom doesn't like it in the dark. I have to stand out.
I think I was reading this online, right? Someone has to check the source on this. But I think Kylo Ren is going to be a nature expansion pack for this game in particular.
Nice. I hope so.
Yeah.
So it'd be a good nature.
So
He's
like
the
all of
sixth bird.
No, you just play Kylo Ren in World War II.
so all of the moves are just aloof, stay away from your parents, and everything having to do with anything cool.
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mainstream, man. I got my
No,
own.
one of them is get shredded, and that's what you do.
Mhm.
You just
What did the Rebel Alliance take from you? Is like a leading question.
yeah, I like it.
After that, TR-8R is coming to Night Witches. Gonna be overpowered as fuck.
Took me a while to figure out what you were
I
talking
hate
about.
that meme. I hate it, but I love it.
Okay. So let's, if you guys don't mind, let's go ahead and jump to game time. Right? Jump back into game land. Does somebody want to remind us where we were last week?
On a tractor, hauling our way back
I was like sitting in the base perfectly fine because we landed our plane like good pilots.
Like the good pilots do.
I believe the record has shown that anyone who happens to brag about how well they happen to land back at base has historically ended up crashing their plane within at least the next mission or two.
Not even close to sure.
Brag about it.
As the greatest pilot, i.e., not only am I not dead, but I always bring my plane back, I take offense to your implication that we pilots are not the best.
Well,
why don't you stick
we
with
shall see.
Looking around on the ground for, I don't know, trees or something?
I mean, these trees are beautifully rendered. Have you
Stick
seen
to
our
that
airbase?
seat.
Look at these trees. It's wheat.
Whole 72 pixels. I mean, we are some
Yeah.
next level hard.
It's 3D.
I literally, this is rendered in Unreal 5 engine.
It's
I
great
mean,
engine.
Say
Unity.
it's
The
a tech
Unity
demo.
engine right here.
It's definitely 2.5D for real. Isometric top-down view.
Actually, real talk, like quick aside, I want to play a game that uses like illustrative art as part of the world and game. Just saying.
I would not play that game because I would
Like
suck.
World of Dungeoneering.
Magic, right?
Yeah, no, I meant well that's totally true. I meant like a video game.
Oh, okay.
Like a tabletop role playing game, yeah, Fall of Magic nails it.
Bastion?
Yeah. Bastion a little bit, but I was thinking more like the World of Dungeoneering or Guild of Dungeoneering. Guild of what is it? You know what I'm talking about?
Guild
like,
of Dungeoneering.
Yeah, like the pencil and paper grid kind of like aesthetic. It's super
Yeah.
cool. I dig that kind of. I dig that kind of cute little like it's my theme. I'm gonna play with it.
It's my team.
Anyways, no, I want to do like a sketchy Sim City thing, or like what do you call it? The Borderlands cell shaded.
Yes.
Would be cool.
Mm-hmm.
So, anyways, aside, let's go back to
Eternal.
Sorry, I
the
interrupted
fiction.
I interrupted your beautiful telling of your tractor pull.
Yeah,
No, I
so
mean, you landed back at base. That was a true thing that happened. We're dragging 2 damaged planes back, and some of us have a promotion coming to us for our brave, heroic act of eating some bullets.
why why were your planes damaged? For those who may not have seen the last episode.
Because
We got
some
shot.
people roll like garbage, and also we all had to take enemy fire as part of our mission. So we basically chose the hard mode mission to get a free advance.
And to get it out of the way.
Yeah, and as you can see, that advancement was not free.
How many advances have we had
The
total?
only people it cost are people I don't care about, i.e. the taxpayers.
Well, okay, we'll see. So, we start today's session with the tractor. Are you piloting the tractor, Witch?
Oh, definitely.
Okay.
With my sunglasses on.
Toma, where would you be in this situation? Are you like on the tractor as well?
I am busy reenacting like the Darth Maul Qui-Gon Jinn fight with my my pilot. No, I'm probably just like I think I started the episode off or ended the episode last week or the week before doing. I think we were just chasing cows around with sticks of rye like we'd been doing on the base. Either that or we were fighting each other. So I'm probably still.
No, you were fighting the cows. You're keeping the cows
Okay.
away from your planes.
That's right, yeah, because we were still afraid of the cows because of the earlier incident. So I think me and my pilot are still just kind of like strafing around our plane, holding out these barely held together like strand or like bundles of rye, just kind of like on a swivel, just like scoping out the entire terrain and making sure no cows are getting anywhere near our plane.
Yeah, and I want to make sure something. Okay, Anka. Did Anka died last week, right?
Ton of
Is-
us died.
Pardon?
Anka was.
Anka, Anna Ferrova, that was your pilot, or your navigator. Didn't you divert all the harm to her? Do you remember?
I didn't. I'm with what's her face?
Oh no, I guess you guys both walked away from it then.
Because I'm not. I'm with Natasha, right?
Yeah, I believe I walked away fine.
No, you guys walked away fine. I'm talking. This is for which? This is for
No,
Najima.
I ate all of her damage.
Oh, that's what it was. You transferred all to her, and then you dark bargained it or something.
I was wondering who you were talking to, man.
Yeah,
no,
I'm sorry.
my co-pilot never dies.
Yeah.
I just throw it on the other players so that they can suffer for
Right.
someone else's mistake, i.e.
Well,
mine.
one of the other players.
Well, I mean,
Yeah, we'll see.
I threw it on you before.
Well, yes, but
Goose.
we shall
Okay.
see.
All right. So you guys come back into town. You guys are the last group in town, or from your section to return. It is past dawn, and there's quite a few officers waiting, trying to figure out why there's a tractor with these planes getting pulled in. Unless I want to know from Maria, did you tell anybody when you returned? Would you have debriefed at all in any sort of way beforehand?
The
If
only
someone-
debrief I said, I with Natasha, like, just said, like,
You saw their
we
planes.
saw them go down, in a field to the west.
Yeah.
But that's all I would have said. If she said anything else, then.
Yeah. Okay. No, that's good. So then we're going to start with. It's going to be the regimental Politruk, the Captain Olga Barsukova, berating you, Maria, for leaving your squadron members stranded in a field. Like, how could you do that? That's super. It's anti-patriotic.
So
They needed your help. You kind of get the feeling that if you went back and stayed there with them or gave them information, she probably would be berating you for helping weak people. Like, she's trying to trap you based on your months here, right?
Sure.
And at that time, we hear the sounds of a truck or a loud tractor getting pulled in. You see a couple, like, wild dogs, or just like the dogs that live around the skirts of the farm and stuff like that, like barking as they rush off, and they're kind of like surrounding the tractor, barking at the tractor. As we see Lieutenant Vasilia and are you junior lieutenant, junior lieutenant Toma?
Yes, still
as well
junior
as,
lieutenant.
Sergeant Anka, I guess Lieutenant Nina, everybody returning on like the sides of this tractor, with two planes, two of the PO2s in tow. They're completely shot up. They look like Swiss cheese. There looks like there was like oil running out of them and things like that, but there doesn't seem to be any like fire damage or anything like to these. And you see the captain, and so while they're like berating you, Maria, while the captain is berating you, and the senior lieutenant is kind of like watching there, she's like, "What the, like, oh my God," by by, I don't know what the expression would be, because
by Lenin.
Yeah, by Lenin, right? Like, by Lenin, there they are. And
By
you guys show in.
beard.
Yeah, by Marx's beard. Everybody, you're maybe expecting like a hero's fanfare, but instead you guys are just gonna get chewed out. They're immediately they're being Captain Olga and Senior Lieutenant Masha. They're like, you guys need to report to me immediately.
I don't think
The four of you.
don't think I came into this expecting any sort of like fanfare. Like we got shot down and crashed, so I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm coming.
Okay, that was maybe even more directed to Witch.
Oh, okay.
But
I mean,
yeah,
because I'm expecting it.
Yeah, I'll let Toma talk her way out of this real quick.
You're gonna have to fucking do it too.
I mean, I want to give you a chance to step up and dance.
Well, I mean,
Don't worry about me. I got this.
okay.
When I was being like berated,
Yeah.
I didn't apologize. I didn't. There was just a smirk on my face the whole time.
Yeah, I like that. I like that. Maybe like we got to the point where it's like, why are you smirking? Like, you know, just wait until we have the debrief, and like she's just gonna like start threatening you a lot, and then it's like, oh, buy Lennon's beer. Yeah.
When they notice me smirking, I go, "Oh, sorry, no offense, ma'am," and then I like make a mental note to send a letter to my father.
Okay.
Thought of a funny joke.
So, yeah, you guys are going to be immediately sent over for a informal interview. Even before you're able to debrief, this will kind of factor in your debrief, but because you guys have now a history of after showing up to this section of downing your planes, especially Witch, we're going to have a nice little chat here.
Alrighty then. Well, I think I saw this coming, so I imagine like a little bit of joviality I showed back in the field was just like, yeah, we're fucked, so I'm just gonna go ahead and have a little bit of fun while I still can. Oh.
Okay. Well, you guys are going to get invited over into doing some interviews.
Yes.
And the moves for informal interviews. Special moves.
Please no death. Please no death.
Yeah. Okay. So, you guys are going to be... So the four of you are all going to get split up. The four being your pilots and co-pilots as well, because everybody's going to get interviewed. You all get sectioned off to be sitting kind of alone, right, away from each other. You're all going to be... So you have no chance to really corroborate your story or anything like that, and everyone's going to be asking you similar questions. And the first thing that... I'm going to start with Toma here. Okay?
Good.
All right. So this is the captain, right? This is the regimental truck staring you down, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, Lieutenant, tell me about yourself. Tell me where you're from.
I think I kind of like I straighten up in my chair a little bit, and I'm just like, well, I'm originally from Leningrad. I haven't moved around much. I was born and raised.
What? I was going to say on the playgrounds where you spent most of your days.
Burning my homestead.
Sorry. Yeah. She's like, so, you grew up, yeah, like you grew up in the namesake of one of our great leaders, Lenin. So, tell me, do you think Lenin would be proud of how you treat his country's planes?
I think I kind of tilt my head down a little bit. I'm like, no, ma'am, absolutely not. Lenin, nor Comrade Stalin, no one within the entire government would, and no one within the military, none of my comrades would be proud of the way we treated these planes. And I have no excuse. We were outperformed in the skies, and we suffered for it.
That's
responsibility for that.
So that sounds exactly like you're telling the truth, right?
Yes, I'm trying to be very forthright.
Okay. Go ahead and roll guts.
I'm kind of exaggerating a little bit.
Sure.
Guts roll, you said?
Yeah, you are. You are being like overly sincere.
Right. But I'm trying.
There's more truth in here than lying, so I think I'm going to ask you to roll guts for this informal interview.
Okay.
And judging by what you get, will okay.
Fair warning, if any of these rolls involve skill, I upgraded my skill to a +1. Everything else is 0. Just so that's out there.
Yep. No, this is when you roll guts, you do the truth. So, yep. Well, what are you? So she's like, my dear Toma, what are we going to do with you?
Is this rhetorical, or is she like expecting an answer to try to?
She's
like,
expecting an answer
to get a beat on me. Okay.
Yeah.
I think I kind of like tilt my head up, and I'm.
I want to believe you're sincere. So what do you propose that we do?
I think I kind of like put my hands like submissively like on the table and cross them over each other, and I'm just like, whatever the regimental politruk demands of me, I will serve any sentence. I will serve any punishment. Nothing you could hand down to me is equal to the loss that we've suffered by having this plane go down.
I admire your personal sense of responsibility. I admire your ownership to your mistakes. And for that, I will give you one chance of, because your heart is in the right place. I too am from Leningrad. If you give me something on give me something on Maria, on Lieutenant Maria,
Sergeant.
Or Sergeant. Oh, you're still. I thought you advanced. I'm sorry.
Nope, never.
Yep. Sergeant Maria Bakina. You might know her father.
I think I kind of shake my head and I'm like, no, I'm not up on any of the
Whatever, it doesn't matter.
Families.
Give me.
All right. So
give me something on her. That is, and she like looks at you like, you know, I like real close to you, something bulletproof.
I'm trying to think through the actual events that's happened,
and you won't be facing jail time.
I'm gonna have to lie because there's nothing honest I can deliver on this that I can think of.
Okay, so are you admitting that you don't have anything right now?
Well, no, I'm just like voicing out loud. Like I can't think of anything that Maria said or done thus far. So whatever it is going to be a lie.
Okay.
Which I assume is rolling.
Well, the captain, right? The captain is going to say that you are going to be held in detention, for the next week. I guess.
Well, I was going to think of a lie.
Pending a transfer. Oh, you are right now. Okay.
Yeah.
But she was going to give you. But Well, okay, then let's just assume that she's like, well, I see you thinking about it. Well, how about think about it while you understand the stakes, right? You're going to be held in detention until I hear something, for 1 week in order for the next train to get here, and then we're shipping you off to a work camp, just for you to work and show just how devoted you are to the cause. Right?
All right.
So you're going to be held in detention until that time. You're still going to be doing your missions, just you're not going to go back to your bunk. You're going to go to a cell, right? And in the meantime, you have a week to come up with something that can be held as leverage against Maria Bakina, or you're going to be shipped off to work camp for gross negligence of crashing 2 planes back to back. Well, your section,
which has all fallen on me apparently.
Oh no, that's the best part. You're getting it easy right now. Don't worry.
All right, fair enough. Okay. Well, my heart's definitely dropped by this point. I try to kind of like refrain from showing it, and I'm just like, I will comb through everything I've ever heard her say, everything I've ever seen her do, and everything I can even think that she might have said in private. And I'll see if I can come up with anything that you can use against her. And until then, I'll serve out my sentence dutifully.
She looks at you like, that's a good girl. And I think she, like, the guards, she's like, that would be all. And she like knocks on her desk, and like the guards come in. 2 guys wearing like the gray suits of the NKVD. They bring you off to a cell.
Lovely. Where is the cell relative to everything else, Eric?
That's a good question. The cell block would be probably part of that gray concrete building.
Okay.
Here. One of the few permanent structures at this base.
Alrighty then. Well, then I'll definitely follow them out. I'm not going to put up a struggle or anything. They're not going to try to restrain me, are they?
I mean, no, they are. Like they're gonna grab you like by the arms, right? Like they're not gonna handcuff you.
Fair enough.
Right.
All right, then I'll kind of just like go out limply. You know, I've got to deal with it. Fighting is going to be pointless, so I'll just sigh and take my beating.
While you're leaving, you see that Anna is being escorted away to the same spot you are. She gives you a shrug.
She's taking it well.
Yeah. I mean, well, she's like, fuck, right?
Yep. Fuck, man. I mean, right?
Yeah. All right.
Then I kind of probably flash her the same shrug, and then I kind of grin nervously because it's like, what are you gonna do? There's nothing we can do.
Right? Yeah, there's nothing you can do right now.
Gotta just work it out. Are we going to the same cell then? Because like presumably.
Yeah, they don't have that many cells, right? It's just
we're gonna be able to talk.
Yeah, you're gonna have a guard posted 24/7.
Okay, well,
like
keep it to a whisper then.
within 20 feet of you at all times. Okay.
Right.
So
I'll bear that in mind.
Yep. So let's cut over to Lieutenant Witch. Okay. They've been keeping you in another building, perhaps maybe like near the hangar or something, just away from other people as well. And stepping forward is the regimental polytruck. She shows up later, and she sees she has a pretty significantly thick file in her hands. And she looks you over and just goes like, tisk tisk tisk. My poor Vasilia. And while you're sitting there in like the crude wooden chair or whatever they have you there, she like walks around you and like touches like the temple and like your hair.
It's the wrong character.
What?
Vasilia is the character from the other campaign.
Fuck! Alright.
I'm Natasha Gorlukovic.
There you go.
God damn it. How many times are you going to let me do that until we had that?
I think this is the first time.
When you said it, I said it the first time.
Well, whatever. Gorlukovic. Whatever. Prawn indeed. She asked you, you know why I brought you in here, right?
I'm just gonna sit there for a couple seconds and see if she says anything further before answering.
She's like, don't play shy with me.
I assume that we are here to discuss my recent promotion due to my heroic acts.
She snorts, and she says, "Heroic? Do you call sabotage heroism?"
I don't understand what you're meaning by sabotage. Did someone sabotage our planes? That's very unfortunate.
She brings out she opens up the file or whatever, and she slams down some pictures in front of you, and I guess not pictures, but like written accounts, and these are all done by other aircraft personnel, and they all claim how you broke your plane in training, how you had to land your plane at the missions on episode 2, right, or 3, and now you just crashed another plane, and your inability to keep a plane up and flying is indicative that you are sabotaging the cause. So she slams it down. It's like, well, explain why your planes keep crashing.
Ma'am, these reports, while not falsified, are clearly not telling the whole story. In each of these cases, the planes have come back, often at great personal cost to myself.
Yes, but why are they not coming back and landing on the runway?
Have you heard of the Yellowtail?
No. What concern? What
It is
concern
a
of?
German attack fighter who seems to have taken a special interest in my plane and has repeatedly attempted to shoot me down. When he was moving in against our lieutenant's plane during the most recent mission, I felt it prudent to move and to block the fire. A superior officer should not have to die. In doing so, our plane was shot down, but was only damaged and was able to be hauled back to base. With my quick thinking, I was able to secure the second plane and bring us all back safely. If there is sabotage on our planes, there is none that I have seen. I perform no act of sabotage.
She looks you over and she eyes you very, very suspiciously and says, "Why would you be suicidal and put yourself in front of a plane, another plane being shot, instead of you doing your mission?"
It is my job. I am their wingmate, their Vedamaya. It is literally the job assigned to me by that same lieutenant.
She tisks again. It's like, "No, your job is to carry out the mission. It's not to protect other people."
If we wanted to complete the bombing, someone had to take that hit.
And so
Perhaps if we had had superior air support, but we did not.
Well,
Ma'am,
first I was going to call you suicidal, but now you bring into play, or into question. Thank you. Into question our strategic capabilities.
merely our local air support at the time of the mission.
So, I mean, to make it clear, you're throwing the senior lieutenant. You're accusing her.
I'm throwing no one, nothing.
So when you what are you saying when you
harassed by German fighters during our bombing run, and someone has to distract them. It is a fact of life up there in the air.
Are you
I am doing the mission I was directly assigned by my superior, to wit, to act as Vedamaya and wingmate in order to take the hits for her.
Oh, so okay, I get what you're saying now. Okay. So she looks you over. It's like, oh, do you need the men from the 218th to rescue you?
Well, I don't,
because you can't deal with and fly more stealthily to avoid the detection of German fighters.
Unfortunately, again, I might be capable of doing such a feat, but our lieutenant failed to do so during her attack run.
And you're responsible to clean, and you're responsible for cleaning up her mistakes, and that makes you a hero?
Well, I am a hero because I am capable of getting damaged planes back to our lines.
No, you're stupid and foolish and just insanely lucky. I'm here to tell you your luck has run out.
Some people say it's better to be lucky than good. You can become good. You can't become more lucky.
She
smiles because
she grits her teeth.
Yeah,
she grits her teeth.
I know, I'm Maverick.
Yeah. She's like, God damn it, Maverick! You're a loose cannon. She tells the guards who are near you. So like you're probably in like a broom closet, probably, like, you know, like a supply that's private. There are two guards in there. You know, there's like a single like light bulb, you know, buzzing down as you're like sitting in like a little tiny like stool. Like near you are like some dirty ass mops and some cleaning supplies. And she tells the guards to leave, and it's just you two in this closet. And she's like, stand up.
I stand up. That sounds like a direct order.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely, direct order. What's your uniform? What's your uniform's condition?
Regulation. It's everything it's supposed to be, Eric.
is your uniform in regulation after you landed in a cornfield or a cow field?
Are you
There's
kidding
nothing
me?
after you crash
by
landed your plane. Your uniform still looks good.
First off, I'll point out we didn't take any damage when we crashed the plane.
Yes.
Yeah.
So doesn't mean that
My
you're not ruffled up.
Perfect. And if
Okay.
I had to stop and harass that farmer whose cow I killed in order to get a goddamn comb, I would. And in fact, it wouldn't be a goddamn comb because we don't believe in God and all that bullshit. By Stalin, I will confiscate a People's Army comb from that man, and I will do my goddamn hair, and I will wear my beret, and no one will stop me from being prim and proper because I do everything by the book because I never ever want to get arrested. That's very bad.
I think she looks you over and it's like, your uniform is too good.
I'm sorry, ma'am. Did you say too good?
Too good.
I see.
For someone who crashes their planes, you do a meticulously good job of making sure that your uniform is never out of order.
Ma'am,
your hair is always perfect.
Oh, it is. Thank
and
you so much.
and she kind of leans in close near your face, and she's like, Do I smell steak?
Yes, ma'am. Would you like some?
And
it's very fresh.
She looks confused.
We had to borrow a tractor from a farmer in order to bring the planes in, and there was an accident with one of the cows, so we requisitioned the remaining cow. There's some fresh beef waiting.
Tell me about this accident. Sit back down.
Okay, I sit down. Accidental firearms discharge by one of the servicewomen.
Which servicewoman?
Man, I just want to blame Toma.
You can't. Well, I mean, you can, but
I mean, I can.
They're gonna look at whose bullets are in each gun.
Yeah, I'll just say it was my weapon, ma'am. I apologize. There was a problem when I was attempting to reload. A bullet went off and entered the cow's skull.
Why was your gun requiring reloading?
I was looking for German scout snipers. We had just crash landed, and I was attempting to secure the area.
You crash landed before the lines.
You never know where German Nazi scum can be.
We know. She's like, we both know that Nazi scum are beasts, but they certainly aren't cows.
Yes?
She's so she's going to look over and she's gonna start writing down what you were talking about, like the farm and stuff like that. She's like, I'm going to have to return this the people's tractor back to this farmer.
That's perfectly fine. We only needed it to get the planes here. I would never think of keeping that tractor. That's ridiculous.
If you shot this cow.
I did. I just told you I shot the cow.
If you shot this... Yeah, if the farmer doesn't corroborate, which you probably won't.
Out of spite or just because?
Whoa, yeah, you just killed one of his cows.
Oh, okay.
And took his tractor.
It wasn't an accidental discharge.
And it was not an accidental discharge. You literally killed it and made him cook it for you.
Yes, I know.
Which, butchering a cow takes a lot of time, right?
I mean, I assume we brought most of the cow back, but yeah, sure.
Yeah, you brought a cow back, yeah.
I don't think we sat there and waited for him to cut steaks off. I think we just brought the dead cow with us.
I thought you had steak.
I mean, I thought we had fresh meat. Literally just like chopped off some beef.
Oh, well then, let's just pretend that the farmer gave you some. Okay.
Yeah.
But you still have this cow.
I'm not waiting.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
Are you crazy?
Of
I need to repair these planes so I can go flying tomorrow.
Sure. Okay.
The farmer may be understandably upset that we borrowed this tractor. As you know, the people of this particular country of, I'm going to say Ukraine?
Yes, we're in
Ukraine. You're in Ukraine. You're in the border.
Ukraine. They are very dedicated to the People's Army. and they would very much like to keep us fed, but we had to borrow his only way of working on his farm. He was a little upset. I don't hold it against him. Comrade Stalin might hold his obstinance against him, but in the end, he peacefully gave us over the tractor without too much backtalk.
She's like, you're going to be sent to the brig, in the interim as we sort out this farmer mess. If it comes to light that you improperly discharged your firearm for no reason,
They're going to remove a combat pilot from the front lines for shooting again.
No, I think it's going to be more like, if this comes out bad, you better hope that you never, ever land an airplane not on a runway ever again.
I'm going to be landing on them wherever I want. I'm going to land them on the deck of an aircraft carrier. I'm going to land it upside down on a battleship. I'm the greatest pilot that ever...
I'm going to land it on that tractor.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I was inverted.
9G negative dive.
So, yeah, no, she makes it abundantly clear. You're going to spend the remainder of your time in the brig, at least until your next couple missions. And if you should ever land a plane, or if you ever should not come back in a plane in one piece, and land on that airfield after your mission, you're fucked.
I don't understand, ma'am. Are you threatening to remove a years-long trained combat pilot from the front lines because of an accidental cow firearm discharge?
Yes.
This seems like the kind of sabotage and waste that you were supposed to be preventing. I say as I drop the mic in her face.
She slams her fist down at this massive dossier of your accounts through training and everything, and she's like, it is a slew of issues going back even before training, Lieutenant. This is just the latest incident.
I think she should just hunker down and be like, yes, we will get rid of you for this.
And you may have been lucky and maybe been able to skirt the line going through, because, and I have to look in this myself, but we'll have to examine the will of the training station, but not here, not under my watch, not on the front lines. We will have none of this nonsense and shooting good people's cows. No, this is too much.
Are we still on the cow thing? Ma'am, do you mind if I go repair my plane at some point? We needed to go continue flying missions to serve Comrade Stalin.
No,
unfortunately, the dead
Here
cow
comes the sass.
cockpit.
She tells you to shut the fuck up, and she tells you to fucking sit down. She tells you that you will only do what she commands you to do. She tells you that you're going to sit in the brig until your mission. You're not to leave. Someone else repair your plane. You're not allowed to set foot anywhere near your plane until the mission. And you will return in that plane, where then you will be escorted off and returned to the brig. And if there's a single bullet hole through your plane, right, like when you come back, you know you're going to face some shit. A shit NATO.
So this is very common in Ukraine around this time of year.
It is. Very much so. So like, imagine very like, this is like the dramatic, this is like A Few Good Men,
Yeah, but I'm so bored right now, I literally have stopped paying attention. Once she went beyond like the code, the book of Stalin, she's clearly an officer following her own personal agenda rather than the will of the people. And now
she
I'm
may
literally
be
just like, sure.
She probably is. She probably has a grudge.
Dude, she totally may be, but the problem is...
Do you show this on your face? Do you show this on your face?
Absolutely.
She fucking backhands you, dude. She just backhands you as hard as possible. Oh yeah, she's like, you will not make that smug face. She has the power to literally execute you.
I know.
By firing squad.
I know.
Okay.
I'm playing some Brinksman's game with her.
Yeah, you are. And she fucking backhands you, and she's like,
I can see that clearly this is a character that has no self-restraint and does not follow, the people's will. I'm trolling her right now so hard.
I love how your smugness and how you're like, it's some people's will is just gonna get you killed. Like,
yeah, it's pretty rough. Okay. Unprocessed sass. Yeah, it's a sassafras field. So, yeah, she slaps you and calls the guards in, and escorts you back to the brig, where you will be meeting Junior Lieutenant Toma again, and Mumbles.
Mm-hmm.
Maria, you get a letter, maybe, I think, at this point.
Okay.
You get a letter, and it's addressed from that officer from the 218th that you slept with.
Yeah, Popov, right?
Yes,
Was that his
exactly.
name?
Yep.
What was his first name?
Sergey?
Is that what it was?
It sounds right. I have to look at my notes.
All right.
Let's say it's Sergey.
He had
Alexander?
He had a very important father, right?
Why are you shaking your head at me, AP?
I can't believe. Listen, there are so many terrible words I want to say right here. I mean, you're literally just sleeping around. Can't even remember the guy's name. I'm shaming you.
Oh
yeah.
I'm not shaking my head at you, Eric. Not you.
So so
the
major's I only wrote down his last name too. Whoops. He's the major's son.
Yeah.
And he writes to you and says, like, I pulled a lot of strings, but I finally found where you are. I want to know how you're doing.
I think I pen him back a letter, letting him know that
new duty station. Who dis?
Who dis? No, yeah, I think I pen him back a letter, just being very cordial and very nice, saying, "Oh, I'm at what's the name of the place we're at again?"
Yarnaka.
Yep.
Yes.
Gorniaka. Well, I mean, you can't say that. Like, the letter would get back redacted.
Oh, yeah, I wouldn't be able to say where it is, right?
Yeah. I'm just chilling at redacted.
Redacted. But I just...
With my friends redacted and redacted.
It's a very, like, I don't know, common, like, writing back to your loved one soldier letter. Like, front lines are tough. Making nightly bombing runs over Germany.
Over redacted.
Over redacted. But, like, I mean, it's pretty much they know where we're fighting, right?
I know. Well, but you still can't put it in correspondence.
Yeah, I can't put it into correspondence, but in dangerous enemy territory.
Yeah, that's fair.
That's probably how I would phrase it, or things like that.
Totally.
But keeping my chin up, doing what I can for the cause. Cool. I don't make mention of anyone else or disparage anyone else, but I'm very, like, glowingly happy to, like, get his letter and respond and
Oh yeah. Oh, so, and you declare that, to him that you are, through your writing, that you're
yeah, it's a very, like, kind of just, I'm really good to get your letter, and it's really great to hear from you, and this, that, and whatever.
Oh, okay.
So I think so it's been a couple months, right? Like, it's been at least how many? 2 months,
if I remember.
2 months is perfect. Because we're getting ready to go to our first break here.
Okay.
And where we're going to end real quick for this first break is, it's been 2 months. You have not had your period.
Okay.
And we're gonna go. We're gonna go to a break.
Fuck.
Oh, by the
Yeah.
way, I took a medal as my advancement.
Oh, awesome. Cool.
So you can put that into the story, however.
Yeah, we'll get that squared away. Yeah. All right, guys. We'll be back in 5 minutes.